is Jillian Leva. You may remember me from local schools, hospitals, and even in your kitchen. I am here to talk to you about the famous anthropologist, Margaret Mead. She went place to place helping the less fortunate under dangerous circumstances and through horrible conditions.
I am Margaret Mead. I think I've had a lot of accomplishments in my life. I am very proud of the great changes to others' lives and hope they have all the best. My mother had a lot of influence in my life. She had a lot of the same beliefs and encouraged me, and I'm proud of what I have done. Wait.
Now, Margaret Mead wasn't typically the person you'd see every day. She was determined, confident, and sensitive. She liked to be different, and she liked everything around her to be different. Sure, she had 3 husbands, but she liked different interests and thought her work, saving hundreds of lives, making new friends with different cultures, and studying the people in Africa more important than starting a family in that moment in her life. Her husbands just couldn't see that. After suffering a lot of miscarriages, the doctor said there wasn't much hope for any child, but she successfully was able to have their last husband, which was also a turning point in her life. Let's take a look.
The exclusive interview with some of Margaret's greatest fans. We have 3 guests here today. First is Rio, one of Margaret's former husbands. Next is Catherine Mead, Margaret's daughter. And now we're with Valerie, one of Margaret's greatest fans, and she's read all of Margaret's books.
Hi! Bubby, say hi to the camera.
So Rio, what did Margaret teach you?
Well, Margaret taught me to stand up for myself and to fulfill my dreams.
Thank you. Catherine, what did Margaret teach you?
My mother taught me to see others for who they really are. Like the old saying, don't judge a book by its cover.
Yes. Hello. I think...
So Valerie, what did Margaret teach you in her books?
Well, from what I can remember reading, which I read when I was pregnant with him, so I really don't remember it that well. But one of the main things that stuck with me was to be kind to yourself and to be kind to others.
Thank you. Question number 2. Why do you think Margaret is the greatest anthropologist?
My ex-wife is very intimidating. She's very confident, outgoing, and enthusiastic. She uses this in her job to help others. And I think that's very important.
Catherine, why do you think your mom was the greatest anthropologist?
My mother was great because she was a revolutionary in the science of anthropology. She treated humans that were being studied as humans rather than as specimens.
Now Valerie, why do you think Margaret was the greatest anthropologist?
Well, I think Margaret was the greatest because she was there for people when no one else was, and she helped them out. And she taught us to love and be open to new love, and not just love the people we know. That's why she's the greatest.
Okay. Thank you all for coming to this interview. Bye. When Margaret traveled the world, she met with different culture with extremely different beliefs. The lifestyle, the thing that they ate, for the tradition, and even how they treated their family. In all the places that she went, her greatest reaction was when she went to study the people in Africa. The man wanted daughters and the woman wanted sons. And when the live baby was born with the wrong sex, they would throw the baby into the river.
I was blessed with such an unworthy child. Why couldn't I have had a boy? What a waste of time raising a child like this for months. What good is it going to do to me?
No! Why'd you throw that baby into the river? I wanted a daughter. We kept our sons.
Yeah, we also kept our daughters. And I didn't want a baby girl in the first place. All I was hoping for was a boy. And since I didn't get one, I threw her in. How's she going to do work around the tribe, huh?
Well, we'll have more grandchildren and then this will...
Who really cares? The men make the children too, you know.
Oh my goodness, the poor baby.
Next time. Next time.
Margaret Mead traveled alone in a time when it was almost unheard of for women to do so. Without meaning to, Margaret Mead was a revolutionary in the science of anthropology. Margaret Mead had 3 husbands. Margaret Mead wrote many books, at least 10. Margaret Mead was 38 when she had her first child. During World War II, Margaret Mead had a part-time job at the American Museum of Natural History.
Time, fast 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 time. how they pictured the whole world, and how their language and their arts reflected their ideas. Margaret was brave, determined, and outgoing. Women were never set to travel the world alone, but Margaret didn't care. She knew that she was going to fulfill her dreams as an anthropologist. She even went places where there are cannibals.
Margaret went place to place, country to country, looking at different cultures that are still here to this day. Margaret studied different tribes and different cultures to try and find new information that no one knows. Since where she studied was dangerous and unknown, nobody had ever traveled there. So no one knew the desperate needs of some of the people in that tribe. Margaret was not only aware of everyone that these people were suffering and needed help, but she also donated her time, money, and life to these people. Soon there was more help from people who cared, and soon there were hundreds, then thousands of people donated their time, money, and lives to the people who were less fortunate themselves. Now there are more and more people like Margaret. And Margaret, she started it all.
When Margaret traveled, she discovered many differences between the people that she studied and the Americans. One of the differences is the schooling. Some of them weren't even schooled.
Bees buzzed and gathered honey. The cultures that Margaret studied in her home life in America were very different. She helped out in a lot of ways. She helped teach children new things, like how to count or how to speak English. Margaret gave up her whole life to helping and studying these people. To her, they were interesting. Margaret's passion in life was anthropology. Thank you, class.
Can you read more? Yeah! Ready? Culture's main difference in different lifestyles of different people. Here in Canada, we wear clothing, just like Tracy over here. She's wearing clothing which is normal to us. Well, in different countries, they wear clothing that's normal to them. Some people Margaret studied didn't even wear clothing. In fact, some of them only wore body paint. Now, we wear body paint here in Canada, but that's for different reasons. For them, it's their tradition. It's their traditional clothing. But, through tons of travel, Margaret found different cultures and different religions. She found out that not all people are the same and believe in the exact same things. Take me for instance. I'm Protestant, yet I still go to school, still wear clothing, same as Christians. Yet, we're different. The people that Margaret studied had different cultures from Margaret. Margaret knew that, and that's why she decided to go and study them. Even though she was American, she respected that others were different.
The cultures that Margaret Mead studied were not at all modernized. Aside from advanced technology in transportation and lighting, these cultures also did not have advanced technology in music. While we have concert bands, jazz bands, choirs, and more, these cultures only had a few flutes, recorders, drums, and some only even had sticks and stones. Basically, only woodwind and percussion instruments are present in this cultural music. Margaret had to spend a lot of time listening to this type of music during her travels, rather than the modernized music she was used to hearing back home. Let's take a look at this concert band.
who. Margaret, that's who. She accomplished so much in her life and she deserves to be recognized for it. We owe it to her to remember her.
People in need. She tried her best to help, and that's all that we can ask for. When someone tries their best and comes out with a good conclusion, then we know they truly tried, and that's Margaret.
Janice. She did a lot in her life and helped a lot of people. If I had to choose the greatest person in the world, it would have to be Margaret Mead for her help to others.
You are getting sleepy, very sleepy. When I snap my fingers, you will be asleep, and you will vote for Margaret Mead. Margaret Mead. Margaret Mead. Margaret Mead.